U.S.-owned brewery. And I have a feeling that you and I have both contributed to that.
Yes, we have.
And we'll continue to contribute to that.
Now, real quickly, I'm very happy and I'm actually kind of giddy here. I'm joined by Lloyd Kaufman. Sir, let me shake your hand. And a lot of people, they probably know about this. The 1984, well, 85 cult classic, The Toxic Avenger. And again, this is his mask right here. I'm going to put it on a little bit. I couldn't do it with my mic on. I apologize. But growing up, I remember watching this movie, and I think we have some B-roll of it, but this movie is amazing. It kind of set precedent of the green champion against, well, toxic evil. How did this movie get started way back then?
Well, we always wanted a musical, so the Manoa Valley Theater is the epitome of any kind of entertainment. Mm-hmm. So we made a movie that someday, 40 years later, we hoped would get into the 45th season of the Manoa Valley Theater. It was all about Manoa Valley Theater.
You were looking ahead, sir, and it was great.
Now, I had a little difficulty, though, in telling the difference between that mask and you, Taizo.
I know. I didn't have my makeup on this morning.
You had a rough night,
Now, for real people, what's the story behind it? I mean, Melvin, our young 98-pound young kid, unfortunately has a little bit of a toxic run-in and becomes a superhero. And what's his motive in life once
what makes it so stirring is that the musical, like the movie, it represents the underdog against the bullies and of course the environment. This movie was made long before Al Gore invented the internet.
No, and it's so funny. The cause of the environment, especially here in Hawaii, is so dear to everybody's heart. But this came out in the middle of the 80s, and you were championing green back then. What was it like, and where did that come from?
Well, Troma Entertainment's the oldest independent movie studio, Taizo, and all our movies are based on something that's interesting out of the newspapers. Class of Nukem High, which we're remaking now as Return to Nukem High, is all about the issues of nuclear power and contaminated food and things of that nature. So the newspapers really are where we get the crazy stories.
And see, these stories, now someone can go and see this at Manoa Theater. And when it comes for a movie, when you do it in a theater version, what is it like? What's the difference? What's the similarities, and how fun is it?
Well, the Toxic Avenger musical is hilarious. The music is by Bon Jovi's David Bryan.
Yep.
You go out singing the songs. What they've done is they've been able to mainstream the extreme situations that were in the movie, but you get audiences that range from the Troma fans who have tattoos and things in their noses and penises, along with the little old ladies and the people who enjoyed Book of Mormon. In fact, many critics compare the Toxic Avenger musical favorably to Book of Mormon.
Interesting.
By the way, the South Park guys, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who wrote Book of Mormon, South Park guys, their first movie is Cannibal the Musical.
And it's funny, the Book of Mormon also sets on Broadway or just off Broadway.
Big hit, no, on Broadway, huge hit. But I think Toxic Avenger the musical, the way that Ms. Gali has, Hannah Gali has directed it, I think it just might be better than Book of Mormon.
So everybody get up, check it out at Manoa Valley Theater. Last question,
By the way, I'd like to present you with this official Toxic Avenger DVD.
No way.
It's incredible.
And real quickly, I got to show this. You brought this poster in, and I got to ask you, sir, could I have this? Because I want to put this poster up in my room. This is the original Toxic Avenger movie poster.
Yes, from the Troma building basement. There was a big store of
that. That is so cool.
From the 80s.
Did you know that it was going to be a cult classic and you know, 20 years down the road becoming a play? And did you think it was going to be this popular?
I don't think so. But we believe in what we're doing, and to that effect, here's another musical for you, Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. And we hope that after the Toxic Avenger musical has its amazing season at Manoa Valley Theater starting this Thursday, very reasonable tickets, that Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead might someday be directed.
This is the next big hit. You heard it here first on Wake Up Today. Mr. Kaufman, sir, thank you so much.
Taizo, this is amazing. Thank you so much for being interested.
No, I love this stuff. This is great. And get up to Manoa Valley Theater. Check it out. It's a great, great time for everybody, young and old.
It's a great, great musical.
Yep.
Really wonderful entertainment.
Cool. All right. Come on back, because we actually have a couple other guests in the studio, furry friends. Come back and love your pet, and we'll have more about that in just a little bit. But again, thanks for joining us here on Wake Up Today. Mr. Kaufman, thank you so much.